Also, I changed his thing so that it should crit properly.
Okay, good. So he slashes it, and he gets zapped.
Does he make a snarky comment?
Insert snippy comment here.
Wow.
Somehow he manages to take only 1 damage.
Wow.
So he takes 1 damage. Perhaps all the metal he's constantly wearing.
Distributes it.
Yeah, acts
Just
like
a warning.
what?
Just a quick warning. I can, like, smell the products of my roommate cooking, so I think the fire alarm might go off. If you start hearing very loud noises, that's what it is, and I'm not dead, but I will mute.
Okay,
Fair enough.
hopefully that doesn't happen.
Alright, don't die.
Don't die. So yeah,
Not my
apparently
goal.
Prince just a walking Faraday cage.
That's such a cool image. Damn.
Damn, all the cool things happen when he's not here. Ouch. So
Damn.
yeah, he barely notices it and gets all high and mighty and is like, oh. We get that good full of himself vibe going. Why am I looking in the beast for where Prin is?
Damn.
So does Prin use a secondary attack?
Oh yeah, he's gonna go for a secondary attack. And that does not hit. So he misses. And he could do the offhand now, right?
Yes.
I didn't mean to roll it twice. Double clicking is a bad habit of mine.
Yes.
The offhand hits. And he gets a 9.
9?
Would he use any of his special dicey dues?
No.
Okay.
He's at it enough. So, anyway, it is now the sand of the cack turn. Jump in the cack.
Wow, this thing's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You deal a lot of damage.
It's funnier if you're looking at it from my end.
Oh man.
I'll tell you
Oh,
why,
wow.
it's really funny later.
I feel like that means they're either almost dead or nowhere near dead.
Exactly.
They actually can't die.
So anyway, the one between Prin and Samson is going to dive into the ground, and it's just going to charge towards Samson, and it's going to pop up, knocking Samson over. Or attempting to. Samson, you gotta hit that DC 13 dex save.
Okay.
Save that dead.
Oh no! I
Wow,
was in
you,
so
like,
much
doubled it.
danger.
You straight up doubled the.
Yeah, like I almost doubled that 20. That shit. Fucking, I backflip out of there too.
He looks very cool.
So, Samson flips out of the way and is like, yeah! But it can make a gore attack as a bonus action when it uses
I
this.
think is that if it hits?
I don't think so. It doesn't say so.
Retire must receive or take a blah blah blah. Can then. I think it says can, since it says can then make the gore attack. It's if it hits and I get stunned.
Fair enough. I understand your rationale, and I support it.
Nice.
However, I'm kidding.
Haha, Gordy's nuts.
Shut the fuck up. it still has 30 feet of movement.
That's okay.
So, after that, it is going to... It's gonna go... Roll or stop it. It was about there, right? Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna piece off back there.
We're probably both going to take our attacks of opportunity then.
Alright.
Kill it.
Do you want to roll for, Bryn?
I suppose. What do you think a Bryn would use?
His longsword, duh.
Ah.
Does he have any other weapon?
You'd be
Wait,
surprised.
does the zappy happen every time something hits?
Every melee attack, yeah.
Okay. Should he have been zapped again for the offhand?
You're right. He should have been.
Part of me
So,
just finds it really funny
I-
that he'd get electrocuted and would just keep doing what he did.
I
To get
mean,
electrocuted.
Three.
So when he hit him with the things, did I see it like crackle lightning at him?
Yeah. You saw a little bit of...
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll
Prin misses
poke at
his
it.
longsword attack, though. His attack of opportunity. Unless that rolls at advantage.
I mean, would would where it was count as flanking? Because I was technically on the other side of it. That's Prin. Because it's usually like the opposite 3 squares.
I
But again,
guess
that's your call.
You make a fair point. So I guess it would be an advantage.
Yeah. More hits.
Kill him.
Zap that mofo again.
So as it goes to leave, Prin just fucking decapitates it. And it dies.
Grab the scales, please.
It dead.
I want my attack of opportunity to be slapping a ration tag on that motherfucker.
It's dead, so yeah, you can.
Sloop. Zappy, zappy.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
The fucking second its head is off, just like, boom! I place the shit face down in attack mode. That was fun.
So anyway,
Now it's time for the other one.
so the other one
Woo.
looks at Hyalla and... Oh god, these blocks are too big!
Oh.
It goes to bite at her. Does that hit?
AC 16, no.
It misses. And thus ends the turn. It no bonus action. It no have.
Alright. So I will... let's see. Where can I be? What are the dark brown? Is that like places I can't stand or?
No, those are just like... Because you're on a road, so those spots are just like where you see there's trail marks.
And cow pies.
It's Texas.
I feel like those would be covered up by sand, so you'd step in a cowboy and not even notice.
Yeah, that's the sad part, ain't it?
Not even notice until your feet stink.
So. All right, I'm a longbow him again.
The bow of the long.
The longest of bow.
That's
That
fantastic.
hits.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'd hope so.
Can you also step back after you roll for damage?
Well, I'm hoping to kill it, but yes, I will step back if it doesn't die.
Step back to reality.
Hold on, I'm trying to see what my... Okay, so it's that, and then plus the...
Plus the 2.
That'll be 12 damage.
12.
Yeah, you hit it, launching another arrow inside of it, and it's still there. It's very angry, but it's still there.
Ugh. How irritating.
Ugh, how irritating. Can't things just die? You
When
must
I
die!
kill them,
You
they
must
just
die!
die when I kill them.
For real.
Things die when they are killed?
Why
Hasn't
can't
anyone
I think
killed?
of my feelings?
Can you step back to like at least this brown thing?
Get back to the brown thing.
Do. Okay, so first, I'm gonna do this so I don't trigger the opportunity because it looks kind of pissed. And then I will just kind of whoop. Is this a safe distance? I think I
I can only do 15 feet. Yeah,
No.
that's fine.
Cool beans.
Well, didn't you want to get to the edge of the water bug?
So you're not roasting its butt?
Oh, yeah, I gotta get to the edge, so it starts here. No, you need to step one more back.
Okie dokie.
Or just to the left or right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it needs to be a few
cone.
steps to the
Yeah.
left or right.
No, she's right.
Because it's squares.
Isn't a 15-foot cone measured away from you and not in width?
It starts itself, so wherever you're standing, which is right there.
So it goes out 5, 10, 15 feet in basically a 90 degree. So like this whole thing that I'm pointing to
Mm-hmm.
is what it would hit.
Fucking
There's a
wide
reason.
attack. Jesus.
Yeah,
It is. That's
I
why
think-
I don't want to use it with
I
Hyalla
think-
there.
things like dragon breath too do that.
Yep. Okay.
They're really good.
Yeah, that's my turn.
It's Celeste time. Yeah.
It's Celeste time. Maybe she can do another 1 damage.
Please don't push it back, actually.
Maybe even 2.
Don't give me any ideas. Yeah, she's just gonna. Let me look around in here.
If she could give Nim help, be great. You know, give him advantage.
On what?
My next
Anything.
attack.
You're not attacking. You're going to cast a spell that induces a saving throw.
Well, yeah.
Which you don't get advantage on.
Ugh. D&D hates mages.
You just should play better.
Oh.
No, you shoot better, Rebel, with that other gun.
I will.
Yeah.
Good for you.
is it? I just lost it. There it is. So she's gonna dismount, walk over to Prin, and she's gonna use the thing if I could ever manage to hit it.
Just hit it.
It's not letting me hit it.
What thing?
Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. God, spellcasters are weird.
Tell me about it.
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna go.
And then
Touch-
she gets zapped.
She's gonna just touch Prin and use Cure Wounds for a whopping 2.
I mean, didn't he only take like 3?
Took like 4 or 5. He got zapped a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, that's her action.
I like the idea he just doesn't even notice.
And with her remaining
Well, like-
movement, she's just gonna start looking at the corpse. And that'll be her turn. Samson!
Hmm. Alright, let's see. Now I'll get to where Hyalla was. Hmm.
Take it wide and shoot him in the face.
Yeah. I'll just stand back here and I'll pop off a shot.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot my shot. Yeah!
Bang bang.
16
That
Yeah.
hits.
for 18.
It's dead.
Yay! Party on.
Yay.
Oh, did you actually slap the ration tag on the other one?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was gonna wonder.
Please slap one on this one as well.
So yeah, combat ends. So here's the
Fun.
funny thing. After Prin did all that damage, but before he took the attack of opportunity,
It had 1 health left.
it had 1 health left.
Yeah.
Yay!
After
See,
Hyalla shot her arrow, it had 2 health left.
Nice. So what
Woo.
you're saying is I should have done what I was thinking of and just bonk them with my stick.
I think you should always just.
Oh, I should have just kicked it. I should have just went bam. Just kick it. That would have been awesome.
Bap, bap. That's what you get for stalking us.
Also, question: did did either one of you use your atom ammo, or were you just
I
using
did.
regular shit?
I use my
Just
regular
normal.
shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I might have 1,000 of it, but it's still a bit too precious.
You need it for those, moments when you're gonna have to be really emptying clips.
Exactly.
Can I go get my arrows out of the thing?
Yeah, you could roll sleight of hand to see if you pull them out without breaking them.
Alright. This one.
Why not just... Oh.
Nim, help her out.
Yeah, no, you pull them out just fine.
Cool.
I'm gonna
Can-
go over to this one and how much does this thing weigh?
I would say it's probably the size of like a good sized dog or a wolf, so it's not taller than you, but it's beefy.
That- Its volume does not tell me how much it weighs.
I'm trying to rationalize it, so I'd say it'd probably be a good 150, 160 pounds.
That is a fucking huge dog.
Not if you cut it in
Well,
half.
it's true. It is missing its head.
Well, I mean, like, entirely. It's not actually as big as... I mean, yeah, it's a big dog, but it's not like wolf size. Wolves are surprisingly big. Shockingly big.
Yeah.
Wolves
Big
are
puppies.
fucking huge.
Big puppy, we love you.
Big puppy, we shot
They
you.
also
Wait, I
can tell
only-
if a woman's pregnant by smell as early up, I think, 2 to 3 months.
That's gross.
Yeah, they're pervs.
No,
Quit-
it's because they have
quit
this like
smelling
innate
babies.
protective instinct or something. I can't remember.
Quit smelling
Yeah,
some babies.
They're pervs.
Yeah.
New baby
Freaks.
I
smell.
was looking at a zoo page, and they were like, "We actually have to say when going to the wolf enclosure, if you're pregnant, and you
pregnant.
don't want to know, don't go on this tour, cause you'll know afterwards."
Yeah, they give like a wolf sign that says you're pregnant.
They just walk up and go.
They just stand up on their hind legs and they just give you the Spock, the fucking live long and prosper thing.
Yeah, I mean,
They
even-
walk, they just morph into Dr. Phil and say you're pregnant.
you're pregnant.
Like in
Survey
Animal.
says you are the mother. But
All
yeah,
the kids in
no.
the background
Side
start howling.
note, I always, for like the longest time in my life, thought wolves were just the size of like huskies and shit. And then
Yeah,
I
they're
saw,
bigger.
I saw like real like forest wolves in like a wolf sanctuary, and I'm looking at this motherfucking Clifford, the big gray dog, just sitting next to this
Yeah.
woman,
Great.
sitting next to this woman, and she's standing. I'm like, what? Why do we classify wolves in video games as medium beasts? These things are fucking huge!
Big. And then there's dire wolves.
In like
Yay.
video
Such
games
dire.
too, if you fight a wolf, they're always small. They're like fucking dog size.
Yeah.
They are not dog size.
Well, not all wolves are the same size either.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, what are you,
Huskies
sizes?
Huskies are basically wolves.
I
And
know.
they're not that fucking huge. Fuck you!
Alright, but back to topic. Does anyone have anything specific to do with these things?
See what zap them. See why they zap.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Just perform a
You
necropsy.
could do an Arcana check, Samson. I guess you might want to do an investigation check.
Ooh. Can I do a survival check?
Yeah, sure.
Because it'd be like it's organs.
Yeah, no.
And what does Nim take away from this?
You definitely can tell.
Lovely.
I should stop using my
food.
brain. It never works.
Wait, can I do that roll and I get advantage because
Yeah.
I'm special?
Because
I-
I'm
Yes,
special.
you can do that roll. So anyway, Nim, you look at it and you can definitely tell that it's
I like that
not
advantage.
like a magical thing.
Mhm.
But in terms of like the Arcana check, you get nothing. You get a like, well, it's certainly not casting spells,
So
and you get advantage, Hyalla.
For the favorite enemy thing.
So you start just like looking at it and like petting over its body, and you can see this thing pretty much from head to toe is covered in hard brown scales. That if you ran your hand the other way, they would be sharp enough to either abrade or slit your hand.
Ooh.
But you carefully lift up the scales, and you see underneath and around each scale are small hair-like fibers. And you quickly start to put it together that it really is just a huge amount of static electricity that build up, most likely from burrowing in the sand.
Wow.
All those tiny bits of rock rubbing against those fine hairs create static.
They're
which-
literally just spending their entire lives rubbing their feet with socks.
They're basically like big puppies
Oh.
that are constantly just rubbing their backs around the rug, like.
Oh God, what was?
So what are
what
these
show
called
was
again?
it where What show was it where it's just doing that? And it was the most menacing thing because it was like 3 years of build-up.
I don't know about
know what you're
3
talking
years, but you made me think of this Ed and Eddie where Double D was
Yes!
teaching big. Oh, so it's
Yes,
not 3
that
years.
was exactly it!
Yeah!
I just remember because like after it was a touch, it was like an explosion.
Yeah, Double D just goes with his little bunny slippers and he just pokes Big Ed, and Big Ed's like, what? What was that? No, Ed, it's static electricity. See, if you use small
I got it right here. I have it right here.
Oh, the best part about that is Big Ed just kept doing that around the room. Double D's like,
Yes.
this is fine. And then slowly he starts to glow. It's like, Ed!
It's the scene's right here.
Oh boy.
Oh,
This is fantastic.
Pause to watch.
yeah, pause to watch that.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
wait, no, I'm
mandatory.
recording!
Nope, this is mandatory.
No, no.
Yes.
Well, then tell us how much the thing weighs.
Yeah.
I did. 150 to 160.
Okay.
What are they called?
Which one?
Both of them. It's a range.
Okay, so if I want to put it in my bag, will I go over or under?
I mean, it depends. If you stuff a whole body in there, that would be like... Oh, you want like specifics. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'd say they're both males, so... And this species... the males weigh more, so you're looking at about 158 for the one by you, because... I would say 155 because the head's chopped off.
Damn, 3-pound head.
5-pound head if it's 160.
You said it was 158 though.
I am saying it was 150 to 60 now. Because I was already thinking it was going to be 158 because the head's chopped off, and then I was like, wait, no, heads weigh more than 2 pounds. Don't worry, my brain works.
Yay.
5-pound head. So if you
Woo.
want to take the head, that one's going to be a whole 160, and then I'll say that the other one is just 157, the one by Nim. Just because it's
Okay.
ever so slightly smaller.
Even though he kept its head.
Yeah, smaller body, less mass.
Huh, beta man.
Keep your head about you.
But yes,
I want to harvest these scales.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I got a freshly killed one here, right here for you.
Yeah, that one might be easier to harvest.
so yeah, Celeste basically says she's not going to have anything to do with breaking that down, and she gets back on Lily. And
Yeah, I didn't expect much.
Prin's like feeling himself up from his performance, so he also goes to join her.
Oh yeah, now we have to analyze. Is Hyalla still poofy?
Roll me a fate. Roll me well. Hyalla is no longer poofy. Poofy Hyalla.
Nim was the only one who saw it.
Samson goes to zap Hyalla with the corpse.
Hyalla just makes a death threat. Tell anyone I was poofy, and I will claw your eyes out.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is there a way to get these scales without getting zapped?
Well, you could touch it and see if there's still electricity in it.
Well, but if I don't, it only was triggered.
Hey Nim,
when I...
you wanna touch this thing?
Yeah, wait,
I'm
Nim, you
so
have a
tempted.
dagger, right?
Yeah.
Can you use it to pry some scales off?
If Hyalla asked, Nim will do it.
She would. Hyalla doesn't have any daggers.
Nim has 2 daggers. We could both do it.
No, she'll just
I'm
she'll
gonna.
just be like, no, they're yours. You go.
So wait, before Prin gets on the thing, I want to hand him the corpse so he can carry it.
All right. How well or not well does well, Nim touches it with her dagger.
So wait, well, so you before Prin climbs up, you're gonna try and get him to carry the corpse.
Yeah.
He's just gonna look at you and be like, "Why?"
Use the
Because
muscle.
I'm at full capacity. You carry
Ooh,
this.
He just has to bring it on top of the bug, and then it sits there.
So he grumbles, mumbling under his breath, "I guess I'm a mule now."
Yeah.
And he just
Anyway, so Nim touches the First, Nim asks, "How do you do this?"
How do knife work?
No, how do you remove this? Nim's never Also, this one doesn't have. Wait, does this have any wounds Nim could start at?
A few bullet holes, a few arrow holes.
Yeah, so Nim stabs it in there. Does she get shocked?
Nope.
All right. How well does Nim dissect this corpse of its scales?
Would that be a sleight of hand? Sounds like a sleight of hand. Wasn't it sleight of hand before for carving up the snail and shit?
What about performance? Perform surgery.
You're not. You're
Flamboyantly.
Yeah. I do
steal
it with style.
Okay, Bard.
You need a little help there?
Yes.
I'm just looked at Hyalla. I'm like, are you giving her a lesson or something? Cause I ain't never seen Nim be the type to carve up a beast.
She has the tools for it.
She's got a knife. If you need a knife, you could have just asked me.
Oh, did you have Prin take the head too?
Is the head worth anything?
Yes, the teeth.
We could put it on a pike.
Oh my god, yeah.
As a warning.
Yeah, we just carry him around now. No more will fall. Or we'll piss them off and more.
Well,
will.
then I'd have to use a whole nother ration tag.
Or actually,
yeah, you
if,
slap the ration tag on the body, but not the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
don't wanna
anything
use a
attacks
whole-
us, we could throw the head at it as a distraction.
Nim uses head.
Oh.
Freezing!
Get head out of the gutter!
Oh.
Anyway, do I actually have to roll this sleight of hand?
Are you carving it?
Do you want me to
Yes.
do it?
If you're carving it, then you have to roll to take the action.
Can I help?
You can roll. You can roll, and we'll see how this
Oh!
works
Oh
out.
wow.
Wow.
I think she's
In a
good.
twist of fate!
Haha, ironic.
Yeah.
So you look really nervous. Hyalla doesn't care, and Nim is just like, so like this, and with near perfection, just starts trimming around the legs, taking the skin off.
Is she dressing it?
She's fucking dressing it! This creature she's never met before, her first carve ever, she is dressing this fucking thing with professional skill. And anyone who chooses to have the thought, all you can think of is this just how wild magic sorcerers are? Just random bouts of extreme talent?
And so
Pretty
Nim
good.
has the audacity to ask, "Did I do it right?"
Yeah.
And then Nim hands the scales, because that's what was asked for, to Hyalla.
Well, the scales are still attached to the pelt. But you did
Nim's
man-
doing her best.
Yeah. You weren't so professional to clean the pelt off, but you got a perfect peel.
Oh, yeah, no. So, the second
You
that's
peeled
off,
that fucking thing like a banana.
the second the scale is off, Nim casts, this pelt is off, Nim casts Prestidigitation.
On herself?
On the pelt. And on her knives.
You could just wash it off.
That takes longer.
Fair enough. So yeah, you just magically whip the blood off the pelt and the knives.
Cool.
Still got, like, the fat and the silver skin and the sinew and shit attached, but, you know, hey, what can you do? It's a damn good starting point. It's not as butchered as I think everybody thought it was going to be.
Here you go, Hyalla.
Thank you. Stick them somewhere.
What are we gonna do with the meat?
Save it.
Eat it.
Well, Nim can't carry that.
Fine. And I'll just slap another ration tag on it and just toss it on top of the water bug.
Just start stowing them away.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it there, yeah.
Yeah, that Prin's gonna just get rid of his because he doesn't want to touch it. He's just like...
Nim climbs back up.
Well, good job, everyone. You too, Lily. You did good. Now let's get going.
Yeah. And as you compliment Lily, two of her tentacles come up and just pat you on the head and like petting your cheek. You're like...
It's like you did good too. I saw. How much meat did we get?
The numbers I said before. Well, wait. No.
That's a lot. Yeah, I was about to say, that whole thing is just meat.
Solid muscle!
The thing's just a sausage and covered in like a knife skin. Christ. Ugh.
I would say...
Sausage beast.
I would say... I could really go for some sausage right about now.
Ugh.
Yeah. Isn't your, like, whole problem with sausage just the casing? What if it was just, like, sausage meat not in a casing?
No, I don't like the... Well, honestly, I just don't like the flavor of most sausages.
Wow.
I don't care about the
You're being
casing.
wrong.
I'm not wrong. Most people just don't know how to make sausage good.
Fair.
How many different types of sausages have you even tasted? Because there's, like, thousands.
Yeah, like 7. I'm not gonna go and taste 1,000 of them for like, you know, out of every sausage I've ever hated, I hate you the least.
Wait.
Aw.
Do you like pepperoni?
No.
What?
Pepperoni.
Before we go on this crusade.
Anyway, instead of discovering all the different ways in which Eddie's taste buds are fucking wrong,
which they're not. You guys are crazy, but anyway.
Yeah, the whole world's crazy, and you're the only sane one.
You want to look on the news and tell me that ain't true?
Fuck.
How
Check
often is the news reporting
mate.
on sausage?
Often.
I don't know. I imagine there's just an entire news channel in Italy dedicated to sausage.
The
thought you were
Sausage
gonna say
Channel.
pasta. But anyway, how much meat do we get?
None.
Anyway, what was it? Meat. I would say you get probably about a solid 80 between both of them. From each of them, I mean.
Okay. So 160 pounds.
Yeah.
Damn, that'll hold us over for a while.
Yeah, not that many people. Please tell me nobody heard that.
I did.
I didn't make out anything.
Was it clear? Because if it is, then I have to cut something. If it wasn't, then I don't.
No, it wasn't very clear. I just heard something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Heard the sound, not the words.
Then it's fine. Less cuts make me happy. So yeah, 160 pounds of meat. Didn't you? Yeah, no, that makes about sense. Because you got about 160 pounds off the snail, right? But the snail was like all meat, so.
140.
Well, these are 2 animals.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Well,
Of course,
with this, we could probably have more than enough to last us for the rest of the trip.
So yeah, now what? What do you do with a Klondike bar?
I assume we just keep going.
Yeah. You want to act it out, or you want to skip forward?
I can't wait till we get to camp. Gonna make some nice little stew. That's all in character, by the way.
I think
What did you say?
That is Samson just like singing a little song to himself that he's kind of excited he gets more like meat to cook with. He's got a new hobby now.
that's the cutest thing he's ever done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you cook. Gonna make a stew. Zanzibar.
You know, it just kind of appears behind him and goes, "You're slightly fat."
Huh?
Did you say he's slightly fat?
Flat. Like musically.
Oh. I thought you just walked up behind us like, you're slightly fat. It's like, what?
Yeah, stop singing about food. It's making you gain weight.
Every second
Bread makes you fat?
Every single second you sing, you get a little thicker.
That sounds like a really horrible bard spell.
Oh god! Imagine a bard using that in high
Inflation the
school.
spell.
Oh!
I had to say it, come on.
Inexplicably inflating!
Anyway, what does Samson say in retaliation?
Dude, what do you mean flat? You heard me? Really?
There's not much surface area on this thing.
That's true. I just tend to tune a lot of you out because you don't talk much, except for. And then I assume like
understand.
Hyalla and Nim will turn back and just Hyalla and Samson will turn back and Nim is just talking about nothing.
Just talking
Look
at
at
Celeste
this
while she
subject.
sits there,
Yeah.
studying.
She's gabbing.
Yeah.
One-sided gabbing.
Have you guys ever heard of the circus?
Nim gab.
So anyway, I told Jerry all about the circus and he was loving it, but you were asleep, so you didn't know. And anyway,
Nim is just casting filibuster.
Gosh,
Man, I wish I
nobody
could
let
do that.
Nim run for Congress.
So they're actually debating on getting rid of that.
They should.
Filibustering?
They really should. It's so dumb.
Yeah, they should put. Okay, so everyone in Congress should have a speed chess timer, and they have to hit it when they start talking, and then turn it off when they're done.
I could do a filibuster because you don't even have to talk about what the bill is about. The longest filibuster in U.S. history. He started talking about his grandma's spaghetti recipe.
I mean, people have read Dr. Seuss in Congress. I don't think...
The best filibuster that will ever happen is someone reading the entire script of the Bee movie to Congress.
Just
beautiful.
sounds like the worst
And every time you mess up, you start.
By every known law of aviation. And everyone's just like, ah!
Everyone just people who are allergic to bees, their allergies just trigger from the first line of Bee movie.
They start inexplicably inflating.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway, so
Why is this the recurring theme of the episode?
no, you guys look back at Nim and she waves. But yes, it's talking.
No, Hyalla probably wouldn't look back. She'd just sort of nod, like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so, I tend to, tune some people out.
I see. I thought you were among the most talkative.
I am. But
Talking
Oh.
doesn't require listening.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of the times talking doesn't really require listening. And
I'm giving myself a
can I
point of inspiration because my line got used.
You can only have one in this.
I don't know if you have realized, but I just do that every time someone says something funnier or better than what I was going to say.
Well, I'm
'Cause I'm
giving
not a
myself a
coward.
point of inspiration.
No, you're not
Can't
allowed.
tell me no.
I
No,
can.
you physically can't. You can only have one at a time. And
I only have 1 point of inspiration now.
You're also not a player, nerd.
Well, fine. I'm taking your point of inspiration and giving it to myself.
That's also not how that works.
Fine. I'll give your point of inspiration to Prin.
That's triple not how that works.
No, my game, my rules.
Your
Anyway.
rules are for Google.
Continue.
Yeah, so what can I say? It's a little quiet around here. I tend to forget you guys are here.
How unfortunate.
Yeah. Whew. I assume like the sun's starting to set by now.
A little bit.
We should probably stop and take camp here.
Mm.
And I'm not saying that just because I'm excited.
Excited about what?
Dinner?
What are you gonna make?
Something with those little what the heck were those things we just killed?
Food.
Yeah, something with those.
Was any of the party informed of what they were at some point?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
because
ever got
Lauren
their
gave
name.
us a rundown of what to stay away from, but not much else.
Yeah, we there was no Zappy Boys
In his
Wow. description.
his lecture did not include, here's what you'll see.
He might have mentioned it. I don't remember though. Because I have a feeling he did mention the doggies.
Yeah, the Sacklers.
The Sacklers. But yeah, go on.
The Shocky Boys.
Yeah. Nam, I'm gonna need your little water bottle there for a sec.
Nim's gonna water the bug first, and then hand it over.
Good enough. So wait a minute, have we been have we been camping on the bug in order for it cooking and stuff?
I imagined you were getting down because you don't have to necessarily be on the bug at all hours. You're not in the desert.
Yeah, but it's better for the traveling, isn't it?
I suppose, yeah.
You know what? We take a little break to camp and eat, and then we keep going.
Are you camping for the night or just a quick stop?
Just a quick stop to eat. We can sleep on the bug as it's going.
Yeah, somebody just has to keep driving it.
It will be whoever's shift it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Lily. Let's take a break for now.
And she kind of just rests her belly on the ground.
Ain't that cute? And then Simpson's just gonna hop off and get some of the cooking stuff ready.
Is there is there anything interesting around where we're chilling at for a bit?
You can roll me perception.
Did you say we're like right here too? Like,
Yeah, something like that.
here.
You're probably a little closer.
Does Nim see anything interesting?
Well, as far as the eye can see, you see edible arrange. No, I'm kidding.
And you realize you're high off your balls.
Hi, cat.
What did that sand crippler do?
But yeah, no, you just see much of the same. It's not interesting to somebody who's used to, not the wastes. Like, you live in Glotnia. You're used to the world looking like a world and not like the absence of the world. Whereas Samson, this is all he knows, so.
Ooh, look,
Are there any,
sand.
like, cactus
Oh, and
flowers?
look, some sand. Oh, and some more sand.
That sand's slightly different colors! Holy shit!
See, I want to ask if there's any cactus fruit, but, like, that sounds like something you'd have to go and get. And that sounds like a bad idea.
Nah, it sounds fine.
I mean, you don't see any fruiting cactus. I mean, there's some cacti, but nothing that would be fruiting.
Hmm.
Hey, Celeste, you want to do that little shovel thing you do?
She looks up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and she takes her rock, does her thing, and she just
Molds earth.
molds a big chunk into the ground.
Too much, just need a little bit.
Oh, and then she just lets it go, and it all slams back into the ground. She tries it again, goes like for half of what she did before, just lifts it up.
Yeah, good enough.
And she just gives you a thumbs up and plops the dirt next to Lily, and Lily gets a little spooked. She's like, "What the fuck?"
That's what she says, specifically.
No, but you see her like move a little bit because a huge amount of dirt just slammed next to her head.
Yeah. Hey, watch it there. Don't go spooking Lily.
It is a bug.
It still has feelings.
Does it? It is a bug. I did not know bugs to have feelings.
Yeah. It was real happy after we cleared out those little sand puppies.
She just shrugs her shoulders and goes back to reading.
So Samson's just going to get dinner started. Cutting up the meat, putting some salt water in the cooking pot, heat it up
Well-
over a fire.
While that happens, can I teach my mage hand how to stab with a dagger?
Oh,
Can you?
I'm not asking you.
Can she?
Mage Hand cannot make an attack.
That's why I gotta teach it.
No, you can't.
Aw. But imagine how funny it'd be.
Your
What's
Mage
this little
Hand
thing
is
you
not
do?
allowed to be better than you.
Yeah, that's what Big B's big hand is for.
But I don't have a knife big enough for that. I just have daggers that I
Oh,
don't
get a
use.
bigger knife.
Just have it hold the tiny knife.
Just have it hold the corpse of this monster we killed and just swing it at people.
I want to see Big B's big hand wushu finger hold a fucking tiny dagger and just be like, "Gar." Oh my god, the best image! Hold on, the best image! You know those little, like, cocktail swords you have?
Uh-huh.
And how it's
Yeah.
not uncommon for fucking people like myself and others to take them and just pretend that they're really small swords? That's
Hell
what I
yeah.
imagine! With Big B's hand holding one of Nim's daggers, just like, woohoo! Yeah, I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna get you.
So wait, we still have some of those pelts with all the scales on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought of something interesting, and I wanna get your opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll do that for later.
Come on.
Okay,
We're
what
all
I want to
here.
know is, can I like wrap a layer of it around my quarterstaff and like use that to like rake things
Like a tool or like a weapon?
like a weapon? Like wrap it so that like the scales are like on the one end of the quarterstaff.
Make it pointy.
Alright.
And then just like rake things like on that guy from Naruto with the stupid sword.
So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so here's the thing. I like where you're going with it. But there's going to be a few conditions if we allow this. One, you got to actually prep that, because right now it's just like ripped skin. It
Okay.
is not leather or hide. Number two, if you do that, you're going to have to make a saving throw every time you use it to make sure it doesn't get stuck in whatever flesh you're pulling it against. Because they cut
Wouldn't it
in.
just be like a
It
well, I
wouldn't
mean,
be
like I'm using it as like an attack.
Yes, but like you'll do the damage, but these scales aren't big enough or sharp enough to just slice clean through flesh. So it's gonna be a dirty cut, which means there's gonna be a lot of stuff for it to catch on. So
It's probably not worth it.
yeah, you'd be basically making an improvised weapon, which has its
Yeah,
drawbacks. By
Give it to
narrowly-
Hyalla. Let her make arrowheads with these things,
Woo.
which I assumed what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
All
You
right,
could
back
do
to
it,
dinner.
but there will be a drawback. Back to cooking with Samson. Cooking
Yeah.
Samson.
So would this be another sleight of hand?
Yeah, sure. Or a performance if you want to be theatrical about your cooking.
Nah, he's not the performing type. He's like the I have fun cutting things and throwing them in a pot together type.
Yeah, he's not just gonna be like, and then Prin, you chop the fruit and you put it in, BAM! That's how it
And
goes.
then-
Welcome to Flavor Town, baby.
Print it, and then you take your spice weasel and you go bam.
BAM! Stew,
Alright.
done. Moving on to the side.
Nice.
Nim
So,
is watching.
what's the sleight of hand for? Cutting something or like the whole kit and caboodle?
Cooking.
Just the whole cooking thing, like we've done every other time.
So you decide to start slicing the sand cackler thin, and you're making a nice stew out of it. And
I'm gonna make it extra heavy.
Oh, I do have one question.
extra heavy on the meat.
Yeah. Very hearty.
A big hearty stew with thin slices of meat sliced on that diagonal for extra fans. What
I
else?
have one
Really good.
question.
Besides the salt water, what else is going in there? Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
But
Sticking any flour in there?
no, but I'll use some of the vegetables from the
A veggie bag?
yeah, maybe like a pound, and then I'll do a little bit of the white wine from my little personal stash.
What would you say,
We'll
about a
be
cup?
Right back.
Yeah.
Okay. So just make sure you take a cup, and you're how many vegetables?
Oh, like a pound.
Pound of vegetables, and how much
Versus,
meat?
like-
You said hearty, so I'm imagining maybe a pound of meat.
Oh, I was gonna say like 3.
Oh yeah, 3
Heck yeah.
pounds. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
3,
'cause-
probably even like 4. Because
Yeah,
one,
I mean,
we have a
There's
lot of
a lot
meat.
of us.
Yeah. A, I'm feeding 5 people, and B, we have so much meat. It's ridiculous. Still have like 29 pounds of owlbear meat. 30 pounds of the snail meat. 60 pounds of meat we got from town, and now 100 and something pounds of meat from here.
Yeah, you get a surprising amount of food when you hunt your own food.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
Honestly,
almost like, it's almost like it's better off if you can hunt in your area to do your own hunting.
Yeah. You'll excuse me, I have to go hunt.
I don't think that you do.
Where are those squirrels?
I mean, we
Yeah,
got
let's
a
go
deer
find some of those
population
bugs
around
I
here
saw
every
earlier.
year. They do have hunting here for deer. I just wish I knew some of those people because I want to eat fucking venison. Anyway.
Oh, venison's so good.
Oh! As people keep telling me!
Yeah. Venison's so good. Having a husky is just so good. Crazy.
Take 5 points of psychic damage.
No.
I will take it out for you.
How you can't do this?
You can't? You think I can't?
You're going mad with power.
Yeah! Have you ever tried to go mad without power? No one listens to you!
Oh.
$51.
You bitch.
46. Enter.
You're a piece of shit.
Please tell me you were looking at your sheet that entire time waiting
was.
for it.
Things that have damaged Samson. Nim being a sheep.
And God being jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch. So anyways, so you got some vegetables in there, you got some white wine, you got no flour,
Yep.
so it's not very thick.
Nah, like the fat.
It's
will
more of
pick
a
it up.
it's more of a soup than a stew.
Yeah.
Which
You really want me to do something with this flour?
no, you got it. I want to see where your cooking mind goes on your cooking adventure.
Well, this
You
is
do
Samson.
notice
He's a
this.
beginner.
You do notice this, they don't have a lot of fat on them. They're a very lean meat.
That's fair, but it's a good thing it's still so. Like, I guess that's probably really good for cutting thick and leaving in salt water, because then it'll like marinate it.
Did you cut it thick or I
Thin,
thought it was
thin.
thin, yeah.
I meant to say thin.
I was in the kitchen and all I hear is Lordo shouting.
Yeah,
That's about it.
yeah.
That sounds like me vocalizing.
Samson took psychic damage.
And then didn't. The Lord tooketh and the Lord gaveth a back.
Oh.
Very
Never
glad
mind, roll me a death save. But yeah, no, you wanna roll me something to see how it tastes, or do you want me to just describe the flavors?
I mean, I think it's not the best thing I made, but like it's like a soup with the meat. It's sliced thin and it's like marinated real nice in
It's
the
hot pot.
Yeah, it's a hot pot,
Yeah.
but no noodles.
So do you want to roll to see how Samson takes to it, or do you want just a general description and work from there?
I mean, like, what would I roll to see how good it is?
Flavor.
Do I have any proficiency in flavor by now?
He's cooked every
Nah,
night.
you live in Varisis. You didn't even know what sugar was. You roll at disadvantage for flavor.
Ah, shit.
Nobody knows what it is now.
Well, no, there's alcohol in it. Can I roll at advantage for flavor?
He cooked it all off.
But the flavor's there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Stop dodging the question.
you did a good amount of cooking on the soup. Vegetables taste alright. Wine
Yeah.
definitely helped, but if you hadn't cut across the muscle fibers, you could tell that the shit would have been tougher than all get out, and it's still pretty gamey. Like, if you don't like game, this shit ain't for you.
I mean, like,
if you're not a
I feel
fan
like
of
Samson is used to gaming.
No.
Yeah, Samson probably is, but to most people that aren't used to extremely gamey food, this is probably near unedible. Inedible.
Sorry,
rather.
Nim.
Ah, nah, Nim eats hunted food once a year on the annual edition.
You cut
Rich
out.
people.
You cut out, and my brain just started filling in the blank, and I.
She eats hunted food once a year at the annual Poor People Are Useful Too exhibition.
Oh my god! Is that,
That is
actually
not what I
it's
said.
called? Oh my fuck! Thank Christ. That was a level of hate I was about to smite your father.
It's not even something Nim said.
I know! That's why I was like, it better not actually be called that, or you're gonna have one less parent in the home.
It's called the annual hunting competition. You know, the normal rich people thing.
Yeah, it's the hunting because they're rich, not hunting because they need to hunt to survive.
Yeah.
Ah, so assholes. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's not the impression that Nim's family gave off.
I use antlers in all of my decorating.
Why is she a girl? I wanted a son. Oh my god! Nim's father is just Stuffy!
I don't know who that is.
Nim's father's just Stuffy!
I
Yeah, I
don't
thought we
know who
already
that
went
is.
over this.
No, we didn't.
Oh.
First
Yeah.
time occurrence.
Oh, right, we've explained it before. I thought that was just... Anyway. So yeah. Soup's on, everyone!
I have a question though. Is
No.
it cold enough for Hyalla not to still need prestidigitation at night?
It's a little cooler, but it's nowhere near. You know what? That's Hyalla's determination.
Huh?
Is it
How are we
Savannah
gonna
at
do
nighttime
the-
cold enough for Savannah? Hyalla. Holy
Double
hell. Holy moly.
Yeah, because otherwise we're gonna have
That
to
was
Jimmy rig a
word
thing for
salad.
Hyalla.
Huh?
Nam wants to know if she can stop air conditioning you.
You can try.
There's your answer.
No, I'm asking like how are we gonna work out? Because Nim needs to sleep. Spell slots. Need those
True.
back.
True, but that didn't ever sound like it was
Cast
Hyalla's
one
concern. From an outside perspective, it seems like Hyalla did not care about whether or not Nin needs to sleep or not, or whether she sleeps at shifts. The agreement was, keep me cool and you will live.
If Nim could make a block of ice, would that work?
Just imagining Hyalla just gripping onto a block of ice while she sleeps, and as it melts, she's just sliding around the water pipe.
Yeah, but would that work?
I don't think so, because at some point it's gonna melt enough and she's gonna fall the fuck off.
Well, it would melt slowly, so she would more like just slowly fall into it.
Yeah.
Ice cocoon.
Oh, or you could just cryo sleep Hyalla every fucking night with just
Look,
raise
I'm
her every
trying to
morning
come up
like a
with a solution.
fucking vampire. Just chisel her out and be like, "Good morning, Hyalla. How did you sleep?" Cold. Just takes a sheet of ice and puts it back over her head. Yes. Cold.
So, yay, nay.
I don't know. That's up to Hyalla. Does she want to be, soaked in ice every night?
Yeah, so Nim actually does ask, like, I can't stay up. Otherwise, eventually I'll just pass out, and then that's not good for either of our situations. So, how do you propose going about keeping you cold at night?
I can wake you up.
She'll think about it a bit. So, like, do you have like a temperature range for Savannah at night?
Certainly nowhere near as cold as what you're used to.
Well, yeah, but she just needs to not be overheating. It doesn't need to be like Sub-Zero. It just needs to be she's not gonna die of heat stroke.
It's
Yeah.
probably a little warmer than Evangel was during the high point of the day. This place is hot.
So like,
A lot of hot places get really cold at night.
But not Zanzibar.
yeah,
That's true.
it's an island though. Usually, if you're surrounded by water, you get cold.
Pretty chill.
You would think, but...
You would think, but hey, guess who lives on an island?
Zanzibar.
Well, technically, the guy that makes
He's
him.
just like, screw the weather.
So,
So is it like 60s, 70s?
I would
high
say
80s, low
probably
80s?
about mid-70s, low 80s.
Okay.
Like, Samson even realizes that this ain't normal. Savannahs don't do this at night.
Yeah, they normally would get way colder. And he's like, it's pretty hot.
Night hot. Hot nights
Right,
are
that's the
literally
worst.
Easily. Easily.
Yeah, tell the person who doesn't get AC year-round.
Dang, sucks to
Hey.
suck.
Hot nights are the worst.
Hey, you sleep on the first floor. I sleep on the second floor. And my room has more insulation than the rest of this fucking house for some reason. Try sleeping while sweating when everywhere else in the house is 60.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, my
See,
my room back in California gets so hot during the day because I'm right over the garage, which is just a giant heat sink, and then hot air rises into my room, so I'm just regularly like 10 degrees hotter than the rest of the house.
Dang.
the two worst scenarios I've ever had to sleep in were when I went down to North Carolina in like the autumn one year, and there was no air conditioning, there was no airflow, there was nothing. It was just hot all the time.
Ugh.
However, the absolute worst one was when I had to stay in with my sister in her apartment in the Bronx on a black leather couch with no AC or anything to cover the couch. I woke up like a fruit by the foot.
Yikes.
I can hear that.
Yeah, it was literally like that was me every night for about 2 weeks.
Ouch.
I've slept in hell.
Unfortunate.
So I guess you're never staying with your sister as long as you can live.
I don't even know where the hell she is at this point, so yeah.
Oh. That's interesting.
You should know my family's weird.
About as weird as my father's.
Eh, give or take.
I guess.
Alright, so soup's on, everyone eats it, and they're like, man, Samson, you're a master chef.
No.
Why would we know what a master chef is? I mean, Nim might, but Hyalla doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, Samson, you're so cool.
critical
Little
party
guns.
thinking. Who would and would not like a gamey soup?
I feel like Samson and Hyalla would.
Mhm.
Prin definitely wouldn't.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Anybody have...
Nim's like, it's not the best, but also we don't have, it's not like we're gonna be eating this every night, so.
We've got like 300 pounds of it.
So, let's... Oh my god, I can't spell!
This is very much to Samson's taste.
Oh yeah, same with Hyalla.
So, let's see this for Prin. I'm testing out a new mechanic if you haven't noticed. Prin eats it, but he eats it begrudgingly.
He does everything begrudgingly.
So he eats it like normal.
Yeah, no, if it was anything lower than a 15, he would have fucking hated it. If it was higher than a 15, he would have
The DC of Prin.
Yeah, no. Fate mechanic is gonna be my way of just, or at least I'm attempting. I gotta see how I like it. So far, it's working, but it's just an easy mechanic, like flipping a coin. But you have a range, so you could be like, this works, this doesn't.
Yeah.
15 it was above, and he likes it, but he just made it, so it was like.
I mean,
he didn't spit it in your fucking face and say, "Why the fuck are you serving me this garbage?"
Don't want it? Don't eat it.